Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. As I just realized I forgot to hit live on the stream, so we're going to go back over a quick scene set, which is brought to you by My Local Radio. And for today on the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show, the My Local Radio scene set is the Rebels are taking on the defending state champs, and their defensive tenacity last night was the story. Second, I'd say the B story would be Darlene Peterson and her 17-point first half. So if the Rebels can come out with their 1-2-2 and bring the defensive intensity again, they're going to have a good opportunity to take out the defending state champs, as Piute played Tabiona last night in a very, very low-scoring affair, as both teams struggled a little bit to shoot the basketball. And if the Rebels can play some good defense, I do believe they will have a great opportunity for a good statement win here at the Sevier Valley Center. It is time for our Town of Woodruff Standout Student of the Week. This week we chose Levi Stonehouse. We'll go to that interview right after this.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of 6,300 feet, with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that is one reason why the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, a value for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and the town board, Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, and Frank Sano, support the Rich Rebels and hope that you can come back often.
Here with Levi Stonehouse. He is a junior at Rich High School. He's this week's Ellingford Brothers Standout Student of the Week. Levi, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
So there's quite a bit of success going on around here. It kind of feels like it could be contagious. Do you guys feel that way too on the football team?
Oh, yeah. We're definitely ready for that. Ready for our own win.
Yeah, so you guys have a big weekend coming up. Week 1 rematch with Monticello in the playoffs. So how are you feeling about the rematch?
Well, I'm pretty excited. I mean, the first week we were struggling. I mean, we didn't have the greatest game, but I think this week we can just show up and show them what we really got. So you're a junior here. You got about a year and a half left of school. What does it mean to you to go to a small high school like this? It's a big difference. I came from Ridgeline, which is a 4A school, brand new. But here it kind of shows me different communities, small communities, what you have, what it feels like to have people behind you supporting your back and know them personally. It's very nice to have that here. That seems to be a common thread amongst the juniors that I've interviewed so far, that a lot of them have moved in from other places. What do you think brings people to this area? For me, it was my parents. They wanted to restart. My dad needed some new work, and construction was good here. But I think it's just a good spot for people to move and try new and get some good stuff to be around. So I heard a story about you from Coach Larson that you missed a family vacation to Mexico to be there for your teammates. Did that really have an impact on your teammates, and what went through your mind when you were going through that? It was during the homecoming week. My whole family went to Mexico for my brother's wedding, and I decided to stay here for the week. I ended up going right after the football game, but for about 2 days. Everybody was sort of thankful, and it showed that I respected this team and loved them equally and as much as my family, and showed them that that's what they are to me. Yeah, you guys seem to be really close as a unit. What do you attribute that to? It's really just, I feel like this summer, the off season, we all sort of bonded together through lifting, different sports, and then the coach, he just made that a focus of being brothers and a good family. All right, so after football, you have a little bit of time off for track. What are you looking forward to the most in the track season? I'm ready to lift and then get out there and run mostly the 4x1. Last year, we were less than a second off. Due to the nature of tournament play and the shorter warm-up times, we are going to go to our coaches show, which is brought to you by Pam Corney at Town & Country. We're going to cut the interview with Levi Stonehouse short. We'll be right back after this.
Pam Cornea with Town & Country Realty in beautiful Bear Lake enthusiastically supports the Rich High Rebels.
After all, I raised 4 of them, from football, basketball, wrestling to volleyball. I supported them all. I bleed blue.
The Caribbean of the Rockies, Bear Lake, offers a variety of activities in every season. Pam would love to assist you in finding your own Bear Lake retreat. Call her today, 435-779-0012.
I'm with head coach of the Rich Rebels girls varsity basketball team. That's head coach Cody Lundgren. Coach Lundgren, how you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well, and we're about to start the season. You guys have a week of practice. How has the season gone so far?
It's going good. The first week we're just shaking off some rust and starting to play again. It was good to be back in the gym.
So there's a new rule implemented in Utah high school basketball where a shot clock has been implemented. What impacts do you think that's going to have on your team, and do you think it's going to help the game, hurt the game? What are some of your thoughts on the shot clock being implemented?
For sure it's going to change some strategy in the game. We like to run and play fast anyways, so I don't know. It's going to affect us a little bit, and things that we like to do, but for the most part, we're below 35 seconds anyways.
So to turn the page from the fall season, you have a lot of girls on your roster that have had success this year already in volleyball. Do you think that kind of carries over to basketball, and do you think it'll help out at all, know that these girls know that, hey, we can do anything we put our minds to?
Oh, for sure. Going through the grind down there at the state tournament, that, makes them very mentally tough and, gives them the belief that they can do hard things. So I think it helps us quite a bit.
So you guys are going to start your season this weekend down in Richfield at the 1A state preview. What are some of the things you're looking for in your first two games, as you're going to play some stiff competition in the first two matchups?
Yeah, we go down there to play the best teams in 1A, and that's what we plan to do every time we go down. And Panguitch and Piute are very good teams and very good programs. So I just hope that our girls can start to flow and start to play together a little bit, and find each other on the floor and learn how to go through some hard times down there.
Day in, day out, what are some of the things your team's going to have to do to be successful this season?
You got to take care of the basketball, obviously. You have to take good shot. We have to rebound well. And, with our size and our mental toughness with these kids here, I believe we can do all those things.
Well, welcome back to the Les Schwab Plain Stars broadcast booth, as we are going to go over the starting lineups for your Rich Rebels, starting at 1 forward, number 2, Darlene Peterson. Number 10, Ellie Argyle. Number 25, Violet Taylor. She's running the point. Number 40, Haiti Pugmire. And number 15, Tylee Tingy. Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. For the Thunderbirds of Piute, number 20, Tara Morgan. Number 32, Casey Gleave. Number 33, Brooklyn Jessen. Number 34, Sage Remund. And number 14, Cooper Fountain, as we are about set to go here at the Sevier Valley Center. As we reset the score, once again, that was the score of last night's game between Rich and Panguitch, but now it is the Piute Thunderbirds taking on the Rich Rebels, as Peterson will jump for the Rebels, and she's able to win that. Tipped away, stolen by Fountain. Argyle nearly gets to the ball to steal it. Here comes the T-Birds on offense. 30 seconds to go on the shot clock. It's Morgan at the top of the key. They go near side to Riemann. Riemann into the paint for Jessen. Jessen goes back out to Riemann. Good defense so far from the Rebels, keeping them the interior. Fountain at the right elbow. Hounded by Argyle. Argyle with a great job defensively there. 10 to go on the shot clock as they go back inside. Ellie Argyle nearly gets the steal, but they're going to call a foul on Argyle. She got the arm just before the ball. Heck of a defensive effort there for 30 seconds for the Rebels. Shot clock will reset. T-Birds have the ball. Inbounding is Gleave. Gleave finds Morgan at the top of the key. She's going to dance. Guarded by Tingy. Gets a screen. Rebels switch the pick. Good defense there. They go near side. Back up top to Morgan. Morgan's going to dribble right, crosses back over left, tipped away by Violet Taylor. That's Haiti Pugmire. Gleaves at the top of the key has the ball. She's going to dribble right. 15 to go on the shot clock. Crosses over at the top of the key into the lane. Nearly stolen by the Rebels. We're going to get a pushing foul on Violet Taylor. That's the team's second foul of the game, as we are just under a minute into the game. The Rebels have done a good job keeping them out of the paint, just haven't been able to finish the defensive possession as they inbound. It's Morgan, three-pointer from the corner. No good. Rebound hauled in by Pugmire. Pugmire finds Taylor on the right wing. They're going to push it up the court. Tingy looked inside, no avail. They're going to push it back out to Violet Taylor at the top of the key. She dribbles on the S. Rebels set up the attack. Peterson, give and go to Taylor. Taylor inside, jump stop in the lane, off the backboard, no good. Pugmire pulls down the rebound, dribbles it out. She finds Argyle. Argyle's three on the way off the back rim. Rebound by Violet Taylor. Gotta love when a guard's doing offensive rebounds inside. Here comes Pugmire. Left-hand shot on the way. No good. But Haiti Pugmire will go to the free throw line. She's got 2 free throws coming, as that was a heck of a defensive effort there to start the game for the Rebels. They played a full minute of defense to start the game. They come down. Pugmire will step to the line for 2. First one is pure from Pugmire. She gets the ball in her hands. A couple dribbles left-handed. Shot on the way. Haiti Pugmire goes 2 for 2 as she nails her first 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws of the ball game. First 2 free throws of the season for the Rebels. Rebels come out in the press. Thunderbirds working in the backcourt, and they're going to be called for a traveling violation. Defensive pressure for the Rebels pays off again as they force a turnover by the T-Birds. Here come the Rebels on the attack the other way. They're wearing their road black with white script and blue stripe down the side. They're attacking left to right on your screen. While the T-Birds are in their whites, they'll be attacking from right to left. Argyle has it on the right wing. Finds Pugmire at the top of the key. They move it inside. Tries to go inside of Darlene Peterson. That bounces off a couple of T-Birds players, and they're able to gain possession. As it's not easy so far for the T-Birds to get it out the back court. They come across the court with Morgan. She's in the lane. Her layup attempt on the way, no good. Rebound hauled in by Ellie Argyle as she finds Violet Taylor, and the Rebels are off and running. Darlene Peterson on the right wing. Stops. Thought about it. Goes back to Taylor up top, and the Rebels are going to set up the offense. Peterson on the right wing again. Gets a screen. Pick and roll to Pugmire. That's beautifully worked there. Unfortunately, the Rebels are unable to finish as Pugmire misses. Good pass there from Peterson. Here come the T-Birds the other way. And they're going to force another turnover. Darlene Peterson in transition stepped up to force the T-Birds pass out of bounds. Rebels force another turnover. 5:34 to go here in the first quarter. Rebels have a 2-0 lead as Violet Taylor's across the timeline. Rebels into the offense. Peterson on the left wing. Dribbles to the middle. Tries to find Pugmire just out of the reach as that ball's going to go out of bounds. T-Birds will take over with 5:20 to go in the first quarter. This first quarter is brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff. For all your propane needs, call 435-793-4208 as the Rebels press again. It's Gleave. They get across the timeline with Jessen. Jessen dribbles into a trap, and Darlene Peterson's all over her. And we're going to get an offensive foul. The hounding of defense there from Darlene Peterson draws a foul on the T-Birds. As that foul is on Jessen. That's her second team foul. Here come the Rebels the other way. It's Taylor across the timeline, finds Peterson on the right wing. They try to go inside to Argyle. Just a little discombobulated on the offensive end. Once again, this is only the second game of the year. I believe in about 3 weeks, that's a layup for Ellie Argyle. Rebels will press again with the 1-2-2. Skip pass to Gleave on the left wing. They find Morgan in the middle of the floor. She drives the lane, tries to kick it out. And once again, this blitzing defense of the Rich Rebels forces another turnover. 4:48 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. Rebels with a 2-0 lead on the Station on Main scoreboard. Here comes Violet Taylor across the timeline. Now the Rebels are looking to get to the offense. Taylor crosses over around her defender in the lane, finds Tingy. Her 15-foot jump shot off the rim as that ball nearly bounced into Violet Taylor's hands. Here comes the T-Birds the other way. One defender back. And we're going to get another offensive foul called against the Rebels as Darlene Peterson draws her second charge of the ball game. As that's the third foul against the T-Birds. As that was on Tara Morgan. That is her second. Not even 4 minutes into the game. Violet Taylor will initiate the offense for the Rebels across the timeline. Waiting for a player to come open. One does. It's Peterson on the right wing. Inside to Pugmire. Nicely read there by Morgan as she steals it. 2-on-1 coming back the other way. Morgan tries an up and under move. Peterson's there to defend. No good. As here come the Rebels back the other way. They push it. Quick pass inside to Pugmire. Pugmire up for the layup. No good. Gets her own rebound. Finds Argyle on the right wing. Back to Taylor up top. Taylor's going to set up the offense. Peterson on the right wing. Gets a pick from Pugmire. Pick and roll. Pugmire gets the ball into the lane. She is fouled and will head back to the free throw line. Haiti Pugmire has been very good offensively rolling for the Rebels as that pick and roll has been open almost every single play. Once again, a little bit of rust from it being the first game or the first couple games of the year. I believe probably in a couple weeks, it'd be an 8-0 lead as Pugmire will probably finish off those layups. But she steps to the free throw line for 2. The first Bear Lake Realty free throw goes down for Pugmire as she's got all 3 Rebel points. That last foul was on number 32, Casey Gleave. That's her first. Team 4th already for the T-Birds. Pugmire back to the stripe. Second free throw off. Once again, those are brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. Hannah Scott checks into the ballgame for the Rebels. Long pass picked off there by Tingy. Tingy's going to initiate the offense. Slows it down as it was 2-on-3. Rebels didn't have numbers. They set up the offense. Taylor to Peterson on the right wing. Pick and roll with Hannah Scott. Scott with a good catch in deep. And Scott just bullies her way into the paint. Gets a shot off. No good. Grabs her own miss. And we're going to get a Mound Valley Cattle Company jump ball. As Hannah Scott was very impressive yesterday, and she continues where she left off as she's been a force inside for the Rebels so far this year, as Janie Wallentine will check in for Tingy. Darlene Peterson will initiate the Crawford Troth inbounds play. They go to Hannah Scott. Scott goes back inside to Peterson, but Peterson was covered, and she's going to pick up a foul 80 feet away from her own hoop. That'll be the first on Peterson. 3rd team foul. Rebels come with the 1-2-2. Morgan has it. Cross court to Jessen. As the T-Birds kind of bunch up, Morgan across the timeline. Pump fakes. Fires a pass across the floor to Jessen. Jessen, one dribble in the lane. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound hauled in by Pugmire. That's a great rebound underneath. As she had 2 T-Bird defenders on her back. Here come the Rebels the other way. Peterson inside to Scott. Scott's on the way, no good as she had a layup attempt just off the mark. That ball goes out of bounds. It'll be off the T-Birds. May have been lucky that it hit the out-of-bounds line because Violet Taylor was open for a layup when she caught that ball. Taylor will initiate the Crawford Troth inbounds play. Rebels look. They find Scott at the top of the key. Dribble handoff with Taylor. Taylor crosses over back to her right into the lane. Euro step move and banks it in. What a drive there by Violet Taylor. She stepped between 2 defenders, Euro style. 5-0 Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard as they press again. Jessen across the court to Morgan. Morgan surveys, dribbles left, got her hand underneath the ball, no call. Finds Morgan in the left corner. Morgan at the top of the key. They go near side to Gaylor. Back up top to Morgan. Morgan hounded by Wallentine. They go to the left wing for Raymond. Back to Morgan. Her shot on the way. Good defense there from Wallentine. Just a better shot there from Morgan. That gets the T-Birds on the board. As that is their first 2 points of the ballgame. 5-2 Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard with 2:04 left to go in the T7 Propane second quarter. Peterson tries a skip pass to Wallentine. That ball is thrown in the air. Good catch there from Violet Taylor. Finds Pugmire, unable to finish. Violet Taylor with a good steal and a great look. That steal is brought to you by the Rich County government, as all steals are in this game. Morgan across the timeline. She's guarded by Taylor at the top of the key. Picks up her dribble. They go to the right elbow for Jessen. Jessen steps through. Shot on the way. Good. Nice shot there from Jessen. 5-4. Rebels with the lead on the Station on Main scoreboard. 1:31 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. Rebels offense has gotten the looks they want. They just haven't been able to finish, as Wallentine has it on the left wing. Poked away from her, but she's able to recover. Finds Scott at the elbow. Scott to Pugmire. Pugmire steps through on her way to the hoop. Gets the harm and the bucket. Haiti Pugmire will step to the line for the and one as the Rebels now lead 7-4 on the Station on Main scoreboard. You have Pugmire 5 points here in the first quarter, stepping to the line to try to make it 6. As she's had a heck of a game so far. It's only the first quarter. 1:15 to go in the T7 Propane first quarter. 7-4 Rebels on the Station on Main scoreboard. Pugmire has really had an opportunity to score a lot of points here in this first half as she's been unguardable so far. Bear Lake Realty free throw on the way. Rolls around the rim, goes down. Pugmire has 6 points early, and she is 3 for 4 with Bear Lake Realty free throws, as the Rebels are going to have a chance to set up their defense. As Casey Wilson steps on the court for the Rebels, she checks into the ball game. As Argyle comes back as well. Rebels are pressing. Peterson jumps it right away, and that's a steal. Rich County government steal. Peterson gets the ball, slows down, waits for her teammates. As Wilson, good catch there from Violet Taylor, she had a defender on her back. Peterson has it on the left wing. Gets a pick from Argyle. They go to Argyle inside. She attacks the hoop. Gets bumped by the defender. No call. Hannah Scott may have got away with an over the back there, but you want to see Scott attacking the rebounds as she is a force inside. Here come the Thunderbirds the other way. It's Fountain. Back up top, they work it around as that's Morgan on the far side. They go near corner to Fountain. She crosses over, tries baseline, cut off there by Argyle. They work it around as it's Gleave that has the ball. 13 to go on the shot clock as Casey Wilson guards Gleave. Gaylor has the ball. She is left wide open as her shot is going to miss everything. It goes out of bounds. 22 seconds left. Rebels can hold the ball for the final shot. Checking into the game for the Rebels is number 15, Tingy. And Janie Walentine checks back in as Tingy will run the point. 18 to go here in the first quarter, which is brought to you by T7 Propane and Woodruff. Walentine pirouettes at the top to key. Finds Hannah Scott. Scott, unfortunately, cannot make the basket. Rebels are getting layups every possession. They lead 8-4 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Here come the T-Birds the other way. Three-pointer on the way, off the rim. Rebound pulled in by Casey Wilson. And that will do it for us here in the T7 Propane first quarter. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The safe and professional team at T7 Propane offers quality product and the most responsive propane service in the area, so you can enjoy the affordability, reliability, and efficiency of propane. For heating, cooking, grilling, motor fuel, and more, count on the team at T7 for your personal or business propane needs. 435-793-4208.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Supporting the Rich Rebels and everything they do. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation in Randolph provide services to Rich Rebel fans every day. Auto repair, tires, sand, and gravel. J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation on Main Street in Randolph. Stop in today.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com as it'll be Thunderbirds ball to start the Stacy's Repair second quarter as they drive right-handed in the lane. That's Gleave. Gleave kicks it out to Fountain. She pump fakes on the left wing. They kick it up top to Amy Morgan. Morgan finds Gaylor. Gaylor drives right, runs into Argyle as she walls off the offensive player. Thunderbirds, that's tipped away by Janie Walentine. Nearly a steal. Instead, we're going to get a foul called as Walentine almost got to that ball. Good hands there from Walentine. Unfortunately, she picks up a foul. That's the 4th on the Rebels, 5 on the Thunderbirds as the Thunderbirds will inbound. They do so. They go to the left wing. As it's Gleave on the right wing sideline. Stolen by Ellie Argyle. It's a Rich County government steal as Argyle picks up her 5th steal of the season as Violet Taylor across the floor. Crosses over, gets a pick from Argyle. Drives down the left wing. Pulls up from 15 feet. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound pulled in by the Thunderbirds. Rebels lead 8-4 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 7 minutes to go in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. Gaylor has it. Dribbles across the top of the key. Finds Gleave. Gleave fakes the shot, comes back the other way. Gleave has it now. That was Jensen with the ball. Gleave surveys the court. Goes to Jensen. Jensen pivots. Back up top to Morgan. Her 3 on the way. Hits the rim, in and out. Ellie Argyle hauls down the rebound. Here comes Violet Taylor the other way. As head coach Cody Lundgren calls out a play, Rebels will set up the offense. They go to Scott at the top of the key. Scott surveys. Finds Argyle at the elbow. Argyle, one dribble into the paint. Goes up with a shot. No foul, but she hits the tough shot there from Ellie Argyle. As that is Argyle's first 2 points of the ball game. Rebels now lead 10-4 on the station on main scoreboard. Here come the Thunderbirds the other way. And we are going to get a turnover by the Thunderbirds. I believe they are calling a travel. 10-4, 6:13 to go on the station on main scoreboard. As the Rebels come back with Violet Taylor across the timeline. Dribbles on the snow, College S. They go to Tingy. Tingy, one dribble. Tries to find Hannah Scott. That's a great defensive play there from Morgan. Morgan out in front of everyone. Passes it across, and Darlene Peterson with the block coming back. Rebound falls into the hands of Gaylor, and Gaylor's able to finish there. 10-6 on the station on main scoreboard. Heck of an effort there from Darlene Peterson. Rebels pushed up the floor. It's Tingy. Back to Violet Taylor at the top of the key. As her pass to Argyle is picked off by Fountain. Fountain out in front of everyone, has a layup. That's good. 10-8 on the station on main scoreboard. Rebels with a couple of turnovers back-to-back. That's 4 points off of turnovers for the T-Birds. When the Rebels have been able to set their defense has been great. Taylor dribbles into the pick. Finds Scott at the key to Tingy. Tingy on the right corner baseline. Picks up her dribble, is able to get it to Taylor. Taylor gets a pick from Argyle. Darlene Peterson has it on the left wing. Pass to Scott. Scott with a pump fake. Drives the lane. Kicks it out to Tingy at the corner three. She drives. Finds Scott. 5-foot jumper on the way. Beautiful offense there from the Rebels as Scott cans the 10-foot jumper. Give her 2 points in the ball game. 12-8 on the station on main scoreboard. 4:55 to go in the Stacey's Repair second quarter. That ball will be poked out of bounds by the good hands of Violet Taylor. Checking back into the game for the Rebels, number 40, Haiti Pugmire. As the Rebels have had a decided advantage inside on offense. For the better part of most of the first quarter, they were able to get layups almost every possession. As it's it's Fountain at the top of the key. Dribbles on the right wing to Gaylor. Gaylor back up top to Fountain. Inside to Jensen at the elbow, guarded by Pugmire. Takes one dribble, her jumper on the way. That's going to be an air ball out of bounds. Rebels take over. Good defense there from Pugmire. As a couple times, Jensen has tried to pivot around, take one dribble into the shot. Here comes Taylor. Peterson has it on the right wing. Dribbles to the elbow, finds Argyle. Argyle into the lane, and she is fouled on the play. Was on the gather, so it'll be out of bounds. That is a 6-team foul against the T-Birds, as that is on number 14. That's Fountain. Her first 6-team foul. Rebels draw another foul. They'll be shooting free throws the rest of the half. Pugmire gets the ball. She goes left. Tries to go inside to Argyle. Argyle had great position, unable to get the shot away. They try to go back inside to her. She gets the catch off the top of the head of the T-Birds player. Goes up strong with it off the glass and out. Here come the T-Birds the other way. It's Gleave. Gleave has that ball poked away by Darlene Peterson. They go inside to Jensen. Jensen flips it up off the rim, rolls around, no good. Tingy with the rebound. Tries to find Taylor. Good read there from Fountain, and she's able to get the steal. Rebels are going to have to play defense again as they go to Morgan up top. Fountain in the corner. Trying to go inside to Jensen. Fountain drives the baseline, kicks it out to the top of the key. Good ball movement here from the T-Birds on this possession as they dribble into Peterson, and Peterson's going to be called for a foul on the play. That is Darlene's second foul of the ball game. That's the 15th foul on the Rebels. Hannah Scott will check in for Peterson, and she sits with 2. Fountain will inbound. He's going to have to throw it deep. She finds Gleave at the top of the key, standing on the S. Will dribble a couple times up top, guarded by Hannah Scott. T-Birds look to set up the offense. Crosses over into the paint, and they're going to call a foul on Argyle on the shot as Gleave was a little out of control on the shot, but she will get the 2 free throws. That is Argyle's second. 16 foul of the half for the Rebels. As head coach Cody Lundgren is going to call a timeout, which is brought to you by Independent Software Solutions. Let Brian be your IT guy. You're listening to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you've never heard a mechanic say they truly care, then you've been at the wrong place. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff is a family-owned and operated business open since 1992. Offering all types of maintenance and repair services, you can be sure your vehicle is operating at its best. Whether your vehicle is older or the newest model, gas or diesel, we fix and maintain them all. Also offering chip repair, windshield replacement, and tires. When your vehicle needs a mechanic, bring it to the ones who truly care. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online on mylocalradio.com. Scoreboard reads 12-8 on the station on main scoreboard. 3:25 to go in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. The T-Birds will have 2 free throws at the conclusion of this timeout. As the second buzzer rings. The Rebels defense has been very good once again today as they have held the defending state champs to 8 points. And we got 3:25 to go in the first half. The key to this game will be if the Rebels can start to make shots on the other end, as they've had quite a few layup attempts that just haven't fallen. As it's number 32, Casey Gleave, stepping to the line for 2 free throws. Gleave into the routine. First free throw on the way is good. That is the first free throw attempt for the T-Birds today. Rebels are 3 of 4 from the line. Gleave, second one on the way, no good. Rebound hauled in by Ellie Argyle. It's a good box out there from Argyle. She finds Taylor. They push it up the court, go inside to Scott. Scott, one dribble up with a shot. It's good. Hannah Scott picks up her 4th point of the ball game. 14-9 on the station on main scoreboard. 3:09 to go in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. Morgan across the timeline. She's playing with 2 fouls. Hands it off to number 32. That's Gleave. Gleave moves it to Gaylor. Up top to Morgan. Morgan goes to Jensen. Jensen pivots around. Finds Gleave at the top of the key. They go to Morgan at the right elbow. She looks, one dribble, shot on the way, no good. Great defense there from Violet Taylor as she'll lead the attack the other way. 2:40 to go in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. Tingy has it on the right wing. Back to Taylor up top. Taylor's going to get a pick. And she finds Pugmire on the roll. Pugmire to Scott down low. Scott unable to finish as she had a layup attempt. Here come the T-Birds the other way, 2-on-1. Into the paint. No good on the layup was Gleave. Rebound hauled in by Tingy. Violet Taylor back the other way. 2:15 to go in the Stacy's Repair second quarter. 14-9 on the station on main scoreboard. Rebels with a 5-point lead. Argyle has it on the left wing. She surveys. Takes a dribble. Crosses over. Goes left. Drives the lane. Has a shot attempt on the way. That's blocked by Jensen. Good defense there from Jensen as Argyle attacked the hoop. Checking back into the game for the T-Birds, number 14, Cooper Fountain. As the Rebels Crawford Troth inbounds play, looks like the T-Birds weren't done substituting. I think the refs bailed out the Rebels, if I'm being completely honest, as Ainsley Talbot checks into the game for the first time. As that ball might have been out of bounds off the Rebels, but the whistle blew. Rebels will get a second chance at it. Violet Taylor slaps the ball, finds Scott, her 15-foot jumper on the way, no good. Good look off the Crawford Troth inbounds play. Here come the T-Birds the other way. It's Morgan. Full court, picked up by Ellie Argyle. They go to Fountain, inside to Talbot. Talbot tries a shot attempt. Great defense there from Tingy. Talbot gets the rebound, blocked by Hannah Scott. They're going to call a foul as the backside judge calls the foul. That'll be the 7th on the Rebels. That's Scott's first personal, a 17 foul. First free throw on the way, no good from Amy Morgan. Checking in the ball game, number 22, Janie Walentine. She replaces Tingy. As Morgan steps back to the line. Second free throw on the way is good. as the Thunderbirds come with some pressure of their own. 14-10 on the station on main scoreboard. Rebels look to break the press. They go inside to Scott, and Scott's going to be called for a travel. They got the ball to the middle like they wanted to. They just missed a streaking Pugmire open for a layup. 1:36 to go in the Stacey's Repair second quarter. Rebels lead 14-10 on the station on main scoreboard as Morgan across the timeline, guarded by Violet Taylor. And Taylor takes that from her, and she is fouled by Morgan. That is Morgan's third of the game. Huge turn of events there as Violet Taylor just swiped the ball right out of her hands. Morgan picks up her third. I take that back. She picks up her fourth foul of the game. Even bigger, as that's going to send Violet Taylor to the line for free throws. Great defense turns into better offense as Morgan has been one of the better Thunderbirds players, and without her on the floor, she has been, the team's been a little more helter-skelter as she's kind of the calming influence as Violet Taylor steps to the line for the 1-and-1. First free throw on the way. High arcing rainbow shot goes in from Taylor. It's her third point of the ball game. First Bear Lake Realty free throw. Steps to the line for the second free throw. High arcer off the rim, no good. 1 of 2 from the line from Violet Taylor. 15-10, Rebels lead on the station on main scoreboard. 1:24 to go in the Stacey's Repair second quarter as the T-Birds across the timeline. They find Jessen. Moving around to Fountain on the other side. Fountain drives right, guarded by Wilson. They move it to Gaylor at the top of the key. They go to the elbow. That shot is swatted away by Hannah Scott. Defensive breakdown, that leaves Gaylor wide open for a shot on the way, no good. Rebound hauled in by Casey Wilson as she's going to carry it up the court herself. Across the timeline, bounce pass to Violet Taylor. Taylor does a good job just to control that pass. It's a little out in front of her. Wilson at the top of the wing on the left wing side. Gets a Scott pick. They go to Hannah Scott. Good pass there to Pugmire. Pugmire, a little out of control there, turns it over. Rebels have to get back on defense as we're going to get a foul called on Wallenstein. Not necessarily the worst foul in the world there from Janie Wallenstein, and she's going to force number 22, Cameron Gaylor, to go to the line and make both free throws. As these are the third and fourth free throws of the game for the Thunderbirds. They are 1 for 2 from the line. Excuse me, they're 1 for 4. 2 for 4 from the line. First free throw on the way, no good. Once again, that's a good foul by Janie Wallenstein. Unfortunately, it's her second foul, but if you're Wallenstein, you send Gaylor to the line to make her earn those 2 points instead of giving her a layup as Gaylor steps back to the line. Free throw on the way is good. 1 of 2 from the line for Gaylor. 15-11 on the station on main scoreboard. 33 seconds to go in the half. They push it. They find Tingy at the top of the wing. Taylor at the top of the key. Surveys the floor. To Tingy on the right wing. They go to Pugmire. Pugmire drive. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound hauled in by Jensen. As Jensen takes a couple dribbles, she'll carry it up the floor herself. 11 to go in the half. Jump stops. Finds Talbot at the top of the key. Talbot surveys. 6 seconds to go. 14. Fountain has it. They turn. Jensen, shot on the way, no good. Rebound hauled in, but the shot will not be off in time. And with that, the Rebels take a 15-11 to lead at the end of the first half. We're going to go to a quick Gare Bear fan cam brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. As we try to find the ad read. The Gare Bear fan cam is brought to you by broker Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty. For all your realty needs, call Gary McKee 435-946-8888. That's 435-946-8888. As you listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back with a halftime show after this.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome to the Ellingford Brothers Halftime Show. As you listen to a Bear Lake Community House and a presentation of Rich Rebels Basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com, we will be back with your first half highlights after this from our sponsor.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Thank you for joining us on the Ellingford Brothers Halftime Show. We will be right back with our first half highlights after this.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of 6,300 feet, with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that is one reason why the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, a value for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and the town board, Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, and Frank Sano, support the Rich Rebels and hope that you can come back often.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels Basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. It is time for the town of Randolph first half highlights on the Ellingford Brothers halftime show. And for the Rebels, they lead 15-11 on the station on main scoreboard. And honestly for them, they've had a lot of layup opportunities that they've left on the floor. I would say that they've probably missed pretty close to 10 layups, and if they make half of those, this is a completely different ball game as the Rebels come out and they have Haiti Pugmire leading the way with 6 points. Hannah Scott has 4, Violet Taylor with 3, and Ellie Argyle has a pair of points herself for a total of 15. For the Thunderbirds, their offense has been pretty spread around. Cameron Gaylor with 3 points off the bench for the Thunderbirds, followed by Cooper Fountain, Tara Morgan, Brooklyn Jessen, all with 2, and then Amy Morgan and Casey Gleave all have a point apiece for a total of 11. The Rebels defensively, they have 4 steals brought to you by the Rich County government. They have 4 assists on the day as well. 11 turnovers to Piute's 10 turnovers. They have 3 steals. And honestly, it's the points off of turnovers for the Thunderbirds that have kept them in the ball game. They haven't scored very many times when the Rebels have been able to set their defense. So I believe that head coach Cody Lundgren will be talking to his team about turnovers. We'll have more on that in the second half adjustments coming up here after this. But for the Rebels, it's all about making your shots. They are getting the looks they want. If they can get these looks all year, I am very sure that Coach Cody Lundgren will be happy with the looks they're getting. They're getting a lot of open shots, getting a lot of layups. They're just not falling, as I do believe once they start falling, this team is going to roll, as they almost seem to get whatever whatever look they want every time down the court. As for the Rebels, from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line, the Rebels are 5 of 7 from the free throw line, while the T-Birds, they are 3 of 6. You listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back with your halftime adjustments right after this.
So this is the Reserve at Bear Lake, most beautiful place in the world. Come here and find out how you can buy your own Airbnb property and help pay for itself, or just come here and enjoy a second home. Sports courts, pools, hot tubs, access to 200 miles of mountain trails. Brand new homes now starting at $600,000. Quarter shares starting at $250,000. Would like you to invite you to be part of that. Call Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty at 435-946-8888.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth from the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We're going to go to the halftime adjustments on the Ellingford Brothers halftime show, and I believe that head coach Cody Lundgren will talk to his team about finishing their shots, specifically layups. As we talked about earlier, they have missed a lot of layups, and if they can just finish those in the second half, their defense, when it's been set, has been tremendous. They've been tremendous defensively when they're set. The points for the Thunderbirds have come a lot off of the turnovers. So I believe that's another situation that head coach Cody Lundgren will address, is that they cannot turn the ball over against this team. The turnovers are really what's keeping the T-Birds in the game. And with that, you listen to the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back with the second half after this.
At Rich School District, we believe that success motivates individuals, and every student is capable of learning. We believe an effective classroom facilitates learning. We believe in the development of lifelong learners, and we believe that a quality education makes a difference. Student involvement equals student success. Currently, 93% of Rich High students participate in extracurricular activities. Rich School District, providing a quality, well-rounded education for each student.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money 2 ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Taking care of yourself is important through all stages of life. Bear Lake Community Health Center offers a holistic approach to a healthy body and mind that includes education, prevention, and networking. We offer medical, dental, behavioral health, nutrition, and pharmacy services. We accept most insurance, including Medicaid, Medicare, and have a sliding scale discount plan. Choose Bear Lake Community Health Center, 435-946-3660.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We're in the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. To start the Epic Recreation third quarter, the Rich Rebels lead 15-11 on the Station on Main scoreboard, as they will get the ball to start the half. As we want to remind you that all free throws are brought to you by Bear Lake Realty, Timeouts, Independent Software Solutions, Steels, Rich County Government. Inbounds plays the Crawford Trough. Jump balls, Mountain Valley Cattle Company. And three-pointers by T7 Propane. As Peterson has it, she drives to the lane, fakes a shot. They go outside to Argyle. She has a three-pointer in her hands, on the way, no good. Rebound hauled in by Pugmire. Pugmire splits the defenders on the way to the hoop, and she lays it in. Haiti Pugmire, 8 points, and she gets a big celebration from Janie Walentine on the bench. As we'll try to fix the camera as it froze. As here come the T-Birds the other way. Nice 15-foot jumper there from Roman. As that cuts the lead, 17-13 on the Station on Main scoreboard. As we're fixing the camera, they go inside to Argyle, tipped away into the hands nearly of Pugmire as they battle for it. We're going to get a Mountain Valley Cattle Company jump ball. As we get the camera fixed, we'll update the Station on Main scoreboard. Rebels still hold a 4-point lead. 7:12 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Rebels pressing. Jensen has the ball on the right wing. Hands it off. Top of the key. They go to Morgan. Morgan playing with 4 fouls. Skip pass across the lane. Good move inside. Nice finish there as Raymond has 2 points right off the bat. Or 4 points off the bat here in the second half. 17-15 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 6:50 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Tingy has it on the right wing. One dribble. They go inside to Argyle. Argyle, good catch at the rim. Just rolls out as another layup doesn't fall for the Rebels. Here come the T-Birds the other way. It's Morgan. Guarded by Argyle. She backs off. T-Birds look to set up the offense. Top the key, continues to dribble with the right hand. They go inside to Raymond. She pivots around, finds Jensen at the opposite elbow. Inside to Fountain. Fountain loses it on the way up. Ball's to Morgan. Morgan shot on the way. No good. Off the hands of a T-Birds player. Into the arms of Violet Taylor. Here come the Rebels on the attack. Tingy has it on the far wing. They go inside to Pugmire. Pugmire, one dribble back to Peterson. Argyle now has it at the top of the key. Hands it to Peterson. Peterson's going to fire a three-pointer off the rim. Tracked down by Pugmire. Good offensive rebounding from Haiti Pugmire. Finds Argyle. That's Tingy. Tingy shot on the way. No good off the front of the rim as the T-Birds pull it away. 5:48 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. 17-15 on the Station on Main scoreboard. They go inside. Jensen surveys. One dribble to Fountain up top. They go to the right elbow as Peterson's all over Gleave to Jensen outside. Gleave has it on the right wing. They go to Fountain at the elbow. Give and go to Jensen. Beautifully done. Just missed the layup. As you could say the same thing about the Thunderbirds, as they've missed quite a bit of layups today too, as here comes the Rebels the other way. Peterson picks up her dribble, finds Taylor at the top of the key. Taylor with a left-handed dribble. Finds Tingy on the left wing. They go to Argyle. Argyle surveys, drives right around the defender. Finds Pugmire inside. Pugmire unable to handle the pass. 14 to go on the shot clock. They go to Peterson. She fires a three. Off the front of the rim and out as Darlene Peterson looking to continue hot shooting from last night. Here come the T-Birds back the other way. Chance to tie it. 17-15 on the Station on Main scoreboard. 4:50 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. As a drive attempt from Morgan as she runs into the wall. That's Haiti Pugmire. Great defense there from Pugmire. Ball saved by the Rebels. They come back the other way. It's Tingy. Tingy goes inside to Pugmire. Pugmire catch shot. No good, but she's going to the free throw line. As the Rebels have made a concentrated effort, whether it's Hannah Scott inside or Haiti Pugmire, they are trying to get the ball in deep to their bigs. And their bigs have had a lot of great looks today as Pugmire steps to the line for two. First Bear Lake Realty free throw on the way, no good, as Pugmire's now 3 for 5 from the stripe. Chance to give her team the 3-point lead. Second shot on the way is pure as Haiti Pugmire goes 1 for 2 with the Bear Lake Realty free throws, as the Rebels are going to fall back into man-to-man defense as Morgan has it. She crosses the timeline, guarded by Taylor. Morgan moves it to Raymond. And that's swiped there by Ellie Argyle. Good anticipation there. She gets the Rich County Government steal. Here comes Violet Taylor. She drives the lane, drops it to Tingy. Her 15-foot jumper on the way, no good. Violet Taylor in amongst the trees, pulls in the rebound. Argyle, her three-pointer on the way, no good. As the Rebels have been cold from deep. And that ball will be out of bounds as Jensen hauled it in with her toe on the line. Darlene Peterson will initiate the Crawford Trough. inbounds plays. They go right back to her. She's in the paint. Up and under move. Darlene Peterson sick underneath with the old school bring your lunch pail to work, up and under in the post. Peterson picks up her first bucket of the ball game, 20-15 on the Station on Main scoreboard as we update the scoreboard with 3:47 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Morgan has it. She has 4 fouls. Gives it to Jensen. Jensen, one dribble, kicks it out to Gleave. Gleave shot on the way, no good. Rebound pulled in by Haiti Pugmire. It's a great rebound from Pugmire. Finds Taylor as Violet Taylor will initiate the offense for the Rebels. Tingy on the wing. She dribbles right. Little push off there as she gets it back to Taylor. Taylor to Peterson. Peterson thought about it. Gets the screen from Pugmire. Goes inside to Pugmire. Pugmire to the lane. And they're going to call a jump ball, as the ball will stay with the Rebels. Checking in the ball game is Hannah Scott. She'll replace Ellie Argyle. Violet Taylor will initiate the Crawford Troth inbounds play. They go to Scott at the free throw line. She dribbles to the elbow, kicks it to Peterson. Scott double teamed inside. Good find to Tingy in the corner. Tingy drives, finds Scott, and we're going to get a bumping foul against the T-Birds on Tingy's drive. She did find Hannah Scott, though. That was a heck of a pass, as with 3:09 left to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter, Rebels will inbound with Taylor underneath. Taylor finds Peterson. Peterson dribbles left into the paint. Fakes the shot, finds Pugmire. What a pass from Darlene Peterson. Pugmire with the finish. Give Pugmire 10. 22-15 on the Station on Main scoreboard. That's a great find from Darlene Peterson. As the T-Birds move it across, it's Morgan at the S. Goes to Morgan. Actually, there's 3 Morgans on the roster as Tara Morgan with the Euro step crossover. That's number 20. Amy Morgan, number 2, with the assist. They go to Violet Taylor. She'll carry it up the court for the Rebels across the timeline and into the offense. 22-17 with 2:30 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter as Peterson has it on the left wing. Skip pass to Taylor on the right wing. Taylor takes a couple dribbles, goes inside to Tingy. Tingy with a good adjustment to catch the ball. Posts up, finds Taylor. Taylor reverses course across the lane. Throws a pass to Peterson. It was in her feet. Good hands from Peterson to catch the pass. One dribble. They find Pugmire. Pugmire kicks it out to Peterson. Peterson's going to shoot with 2 on the shot clock. No good. Rebound off the arms of Morgan. Hannah Scott chases it down. Here comes Pugmire. She attacks Morgan. That's a good attack there from Pugmire. No good. Scott on the rebound. No good as well there. Darlene Peterson pulls it in. Fresh 35 to work with for the Rebels as Violet Taylor now has it. They go inside to Pugmire. Tipped away. Hannah Scott picks it up. Her shot no good. Rebels with a bunch of great looks there, unable to capitalize. They lead by 5. They push it up the floor to Fountain. Back to Gaylor. Gaylor to Morgan. Guarded by Violet Taylor. Skip pass to Amy Morgan. Her shot on the way. No good. Rebound off the hands of Pugmire. Out of bounds. Is going to stay with the T-Birds. 1:32 to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Rebels with a 5-point lead on the Station on Main scoreboard. And we are going to get an independent Software Solutions timeout called by the T-Birds. With that, you listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Rebels with a 5-point lead.
Taking care of yourself is important through all stages of life. Bear Lake Community Health Center offers a holistic approach to a healthy body and mind that includes education, prevention, and networking. We offer medical, dental, behavioral health, nutrition, and pharmacy services. We accept most insurance, including Medicaid, Medicare, and have a sliding scale discount plan. Choose Bear Lake Community Health Center, 435-946-3660.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Remember the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. The T-Birds will have the ball out of bounds in front of their bench as it will be Fountain to initiate. Once again, the Morgans, there's at least 3 on the roster. as they go outside to Tara Morgan, a senior. Amy Morgan's a junior, and then Tacey Morgan's a freshman. They move the ball to the wing to Gaylor. Gaylor spins back, finds Tara Morgan up top. Morgan crosses over, finds Gaylor in the wing. Trying to go inside of Tara Morgan, unable to do so. Jensen up top. Morgan has it on the left wing. 3 seconds to go on the shot clock. She pulls up, fires. That's no good. Rebound pulled in by Casey Wilson. They're going to call a shot clock violation. Great defense there from the Rebels as they now lead 22-17. Unfortunately, the whistle allows the T-Birds to set up their press as Wilson and Violet Taylor will work the backcourt. Taylor has it. Goes to the middle for Argyle. Good catch from Argyle. Janie Wallentyne tried to go inside to Hannah Scott. One too many passes as it's Fountain that comes back to take it away. Tara Morgan across half court. Into the offense. Drives right. Stopped there by Violet Taylor. They move it to Fountain in the right corner. Try to go inside to Jensen. Ellie Argyle is going to pick that off with the Rich County government steal. 40 seconds to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Taylor across the timeline. Finds Wallentyne. She thought about it. Back to Taylor. Taylor gets a pick from Argyle. Tried to find Argyle inside. Off the hands of Argyle. Out of bounds. 22-17. Turnover from the Rebels, but it's a dead ball turnover, so it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. The dead ball turnover allows the Rebels to set up their defense as Violet Taylor will man the top of the 1-2-2 with Darlene Peterson on the bench. Fountain, long pass near side to Morgan. They go inside. Off the hands, out of bounds of Gaylor. Rebels will take over. Good defense there from Ellie Argyle to trail Gaylor down the court. As the T-Birds will press again, they inbound to Taylor. Taylor, couple dribbles, skip pass across the court to Wilson. Wilson to Argyle in the middle of the floor, goes to Hannah Scott. Scott in front of everyone, layup attempt blocked, but Hannah Scott's going to go to the free throw line as the Rebels put on a clinic on how to break the press. They go middle of the floor. Ellie Argyle with a great find to Hannah Scott. Scott attacks the hoop, and she'll shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws with 13.6 seconds to go in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Scott, free throw, good. Hannah Scott's 5th point of the ball game, as she's been very, very solid off the bench for the Rebels to start the season. Second free throw on the way, touches the front of the rim and off as the T-Birds have the ball. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Tara Morgan pushes up the floor, finds Fountain. Fountain drives baseline, shot on the way. Off the side of the rim, no good. As Ellie Argyle pulls in the rebound. As she took that rebound away from 3 players, as the Rebels will lead 23-17 on the Station on Main scoreboard heading into the fourth quarter. You listen to the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We have a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. As this fourth quarter is brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, the most caring hospital on earth. The T-Birds will start with the ball. Rebels lead 23-17 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Tara Morgan has 4 fouls. She has the ball across the timeline. Crosses over, gets a pick from Jensen as Violet Taylor runs right through Jensen on the screen. That will be a foul against Taylor, but it sends a little bit of a message as Taylor, it's her 2nd foul. I don't know if you necessarily hate that foul from Violet Taylor, as that's the third team foul of the half for the Rebels, but playing very physical Violet Taylor as they inbound to Amy Morgan at the Snow College S. Tara Morgan has it, crosses over into the paint. Fake pass, what a move, just could not finish as Tara Morgan left-hand layup off. Rebound by Janie Walentine. Here comes Violet Taylor pushing up the floor. Casey Wilson inside to Argyle. Argyle shot on the way, no good. As here come the T-Birds back the other way. 23-17 on the station on main scoreboard. 7:30 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital's fourth quarter as that ball is nearly swiped away by the double team of Violet Taylor and Darlene Peterson. Very active hands between 25 and 2 in black tonight. As Ainsley Talbot will check back into the game, as well as number 32, Casey Gleave. Morgan to Morgan on the inbounds pass. Tara Morgan up top. Couple dribbles, goes left. Argyle steps out off the screen. Argyle now defending Morgan. Gets a screen. Violet Taylor switches back to it. Talbot left open for a shot. Off the rim, no good. That rebound bounces away, and Casey Wilson smartly catches and waits for a team to catch up. Here comes Violet Taylor. She goes full length of the court. Inside to Argyle. Argyle shot on the way, no good. And we're going to get a foul on the rebound against the Rebels. That'll be Darlene's third foul of the ball game. It's on Peterson. 6:58 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rebels taking on the defending state champs, the Piute Thunderbirds, up 23-17. Tara Morgan across the timeline. She finds Amy Morgan on the left wing. They go to the left elbow for Gleave. Gleave spins, finds Jensen. Jensen with a pass fake to Morgan as the key. Morgan's elbow jumper on the way, no good. Rebound pulled in by Darlene Peterson, and she had to fight off a couple of bodies to get there. Here comes Violet Taylor across the timeline. Little $1 million move right there, in and out dribble. Finds Casey Wilson for three, that's short. Rebound goes to the Thunderbirds. Great effort there by Janie Walentine to get back. I know you can't see that in your screen, but Amy Morgan would have been by herself if Walentine wouldn't have split to go play defense. T-Bird set up the offense at Jensen at the elbow. To the opposite elbow on the right elbow for Greaves. Her shot no good. Janie Walentine pulls in the rebound. She a couple dribbles out of harm. Finds Violet Taylor across the timeline. Here come the Rebels on offense. Taylor stops at the elbow. Gives to Wilson. Wilson with a couple dribbles left. Finds Peterson. 15-foot jumper on the way. Rolls off the rim. Rebounded by the Thunderbirds. Tough sledding offensively tonight for both teams. As here comes Morgan. Tara Morgan. Stops at the three-point line, finds Jensen at the elbow. Jensen up top to Tara Morgan again. They go inside to Talbot at the elbow. Talbot is guarded by two players. They find Jensen on the opposite elbow. Her 15-foot jumper on the way is good. 23-19, Rebels with a lead, 5:27 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter as the Rebels lead by 4 on the station on main scoreboard. Speaking of 4, Casey Wilson has the ball, gives it up to Violet Taylor. Taylor to Walentine on the left wing. Goes inside to Peterson. Peterson looks, finds Argyle. It's a great read there from Talbot. Rebels get the ball back, though. Wilson drives the lane. Kicks it out to Peterson. Peterson the left-hand baseline drive. Shot on the way, no good, but Darlene Peterson's heading to the line for 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws with 5:01 left to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. As that is a foul on number 33. That's Jensen. Jensen's third. Darlene Peterson's free throw is off. Still with an opportunity to push the lead to 5 for the Rebels as Wilson and Walentine are going to get a breather as Pugmire and Tingy check back in. Peterson at the line. Second shot on the way is good. Darlene Peterson goes 1 for 2 from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. 24-19 on the station on main scoreboard. Tara Morgan across the timeline, guarded by Violet Taylor. Jensen on the elbow. Finds Talbot. Talbot's 15-foot line jumper is good. Ainsley Talbot cuts the lead to 3, and we are going to get an Independent Software Solutions timeout called by the Thunderbirds. With that, you listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 4:45 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rebels by 3.
Amazing people work at the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier. From the receptionists to the doctors, the x-ray techs to the food service staff, from the phlebotomist to housekeeping and everyone in between. The care you receive can't be matched anywhere else. We really care about your health. We care about you. We work hard to have top quality equipment and facilities and provide a wide range of services so we can serve every patient. When selecting your healthcare providers, choose Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. You'll feel the difference. Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Rebels break the press as they lead by 4. We're in for a great finish with 4:37 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Taylor has the ball up top. Goes to Peterson on the right wing. Peterson, couple left-hand dribbles, finds Argyle top to key. Argyle drives to the elbow, finds Peterson. Peterson fakes the shot. What a pass inside to Pugmire. Unable to catch it. Pugmire looks for help. She gets it in the form of Argyle. Nearly the 5th foul on Tara Morgan. Argyle drives, no good. Pugmire hauls in the rebound. One dribble up with it. Rolls around the rim and falls. Haiti Pugmire has been awesome for the Rebels. 12 points tonight, 26-21 on the Station on Main scoreboard. We also have to remind you that Haiti Pugmire missed the entire fall sports season with I believe a torn ACL. She's got a big brace on her knee. And this is her first 2 competitions in a while as Tara Morgan's jump shot on the way, no good. As Jensen gets the rebound, fires one up. Rebound no good as Darlene Peterson pulls in the rebound as Taylor pushes up the court. Argyle in front of everyone. Finds Pugmire underneath. Pugmire had her momentum going the other way as she was unable to haul it in and shoot. She had to throw it. Throws it away. Here comes Tara Morgan the other way for the Thunderbirds. Rebels by 5 here in the fourth quarter. They kick it to Redmond. Redmond inside to Talbot. Talbot fouled by Peterson, but that Peterson picks up her 4th foul, but Talbot misses. She'll have to earn those points from the line. Any other player, or if Darlene had less than 3 fouls, you might not mind that foul so much, but Darlene Peterson's an important part to this team. She now has 4 fouls as Talbot makes the first free throw. 26-22 on the Station on Main scoreboard as Hannah Scott will check in to give Darlene Peterson a breather with 3:27 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Talbot into the motion, free throw on the way, rolls around and falls. 26-23. Rebels lead by 3 here in the fourth quarter as Violet Taylor will carry the ball up the court unopposed. Goes to Argyle on the left wing. Argyle surveys. Drives the lane, and they're going to call an offensive foul against Argyle. That's a tough call for Ellie because the defender was on her hip when the defender made contact with her. Nothing the Rebels can do about it now, but that turnover is dead ball, so they'll have a chance to set up their defense. Tara Morgan across the line. They go inside to Talbot, to Tara Morgan at the right elbow. She backs it out. Jensen has it one step inside the three-point line. Talbot on the elbow again. They go to Redmond. Redmond jumper on the way, no good. Rebound hauled in by Pugmire. As here comes Violet Taylor the other way. To Argyle. Argyle surveys. Rebels set up the offense. 24 seconds to go on the shot clock. Argyle shot on the way. Fouled and one. Ellie Argyle hits the 15-foot line jumper and the foul. She'll go to the line for 1 free throw, putting the Rebels up by 5. Big shot there from the senior. You love to see it. Your senior stepping up in big moments. She could have pouted after that charge call. Instead, she decides to come back the other way. Gets the bucket now to the line for the Bear Lake Realty free throw. Free throw on the way, no good. Rebound pulled in by Jensen. Rebels get back as Tara Morgan will carry it across the court. Morgan's done a very good job. She's had 4 fouls since the first half. She's still in this ball game with 2:27 left to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. She's played very well defensively not to pick up that 5th foul. They go to Morgan. Morgan scoop layup, no good. Great defense there from Violet Taylor. Taylor's going to lead the attack the other way. Jump stops, 15-footer on the way, no good. Hannah Scott fighting inside, pulls out the rebound, is able to corral it. Violet Taylor has it. Fresh 35 for the Rebels as Taylor's going to set up the offense. She drives right. Gets a screen. Ball's tipped away. Tingy gets the ball, and we're going to get an independent software solution timeout called by head coach Cody Lundgren, as that ball was in the corner where Tingy could have been trapped. And with that, we're going to go to a Bear Lake Realty fan cam. The Gare Bear fan cam is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty and broker Gary McKee. As you can see, there's Casey Wilson's mom on the screen. Had a good conversation about her. She pointed out a lot about the situation in the gym that I just kind of forgot, as she had a very good point about these hoops. I think some of the scoring's been down in these games because of the way the hoops are set up. They are freestanding hoops. There's no backdrop to the shot. But for all your realty needs in Bear Lake, call Gary McKee, 435-946-8888. That's 435-946-8888. Once again, 435-946-8888. And we're going to set the scene here in the final 2 minutes of this ball game. Rebels, they lead 28-23 with 1:57 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Rebels have 4 team fouls, while the T-Birds, they have 5. Foul troubles on both sides, as Darlene Peterson for the Rebels has 5 fouls. She sits on the bench. Tara Morgan for the T-Birds, trying to lead the comeback. She has 4 as well. A couple of very important players have 4 fouls. 1:57 to go. Tara Morgan's had picked up her 4th foul in the first half, as Ellie Argyle will initiate the Crawford-Troth inbounds pass. Finds Violet Taylor at the top of the key. They go inside to Pugmire. Pugmire open, cannot make the shot. Great play call by head coach Cody Lundgren out of the break. Rebels unable to finish as they executed it very well. Tara Morgan, that's tipped away by Violet Taylor. Good hands there from Taylor. Morgan gets it back to the top of the key. They swing it. That's Amy Morgan on the far side. They go to Fountain. Back to Amy Morgan. She drives baseline on Hannah Scott. Underneath the hoop, unable to finish. Good drive from Morgan. Just couldn't quite bury it. Here come the Rebels the other way. It's Tingy. Tingy picks up her dribble. Back to Taylor outside. Violet Taylor drives right. Hesitates, comes back, finds Argyle in the near wing. Argyle with left-hand drive into the lane. Layup on the way is good. Ellie Argyle. You love to see a senior step up in a big moment. Argyle has 6 huge points here in the fourth quarter, or has 6 total. Couple buckets here in the fourth quarter as the Rebels lead 30-23 on the Station on Main scoreboard. Minute left to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter as Gaylor drives, kicks it out. One more pass to Fountain on the wing. Nice shot there from Fountain. That's 30-25. She cuts the lead to 5. Under a minute to go, and the T-Birds are going to call an Independent Software Solutions timeout. Let Brian be your IT guy. Listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. They called that last shot from Morgan a 3, or excuse me, from Fountain a 3. There are 3 3-point arcs on the floor as we're at a college facility. They have the high school 3-point line, the girls' college 3-point line, the boys' college 3-point line. So it's a little easy to get confused as the Rebels have a 4-point lead with 51.9 to go. And you'd have to expect that the T-Birds are going to come out. They're going to press. The shot clock makes this a little bit different of a way to play it. You can only hold the ball for 35 seconds. It does look like the T-Birds are going to press. Ellie Argyle with the Crawford-Troth inbounds pass, or inbounds play. She'll initiate it. It's Tinky and Taylor working at the top of the key. Peterson comes down. That's going to be turned over. It's actually going to be a foul against Peterson, as that'll be Peterson's 5th foul. But this will force the T-Birds to take it out of bounds, as Hannah Scott's going to check in for Peterson. Unfortunately, Darlene Peterson has been disqualified from the game. She has 2 points. 3 points, as the Rebels are going to have to do it without her. They inbound to Tara Morgan. They go to Amy Morgan. Drives, kicks it out. Back to Tara Morgan up top. One dribble, good defense there from Tingy to not allow the shot. Here comes a drive down the lane, no good. The Hannah Scott fouls. That's going to send Redmond to the free throw line for 2. 38.8 to go here in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. T-Birds chance to cut the lead to 2. Excuse me, that's Gleave at the free throw line instead of Redmond. Or Reitman. Gleaves' first free throw on the way is good. Big free throw here from Reeves, as that will give the T-Birds a chance to cut the lead to 2. Free throw up on the way is good. Huge free throws there from Gleaves, as ice in her veins right there. That's a huge moment to have to step to the line and shoot 2 free throws. Rebels will have the ball underneath the hoop. Once again, Argyle will be, the inbounder, shouldn't assume it's Argyle, but the inbounder will be able to move back and forth down the lane because of the made bucket. 38.8 to go. You have to imagine if you're the Rebels, you're going to be fouled right away, so you want to get the ball into your hands of your best free throw shooters. As the T-Birds have 6 team fouls, so the Rebels will shoot the 1-and-1 if they are fouled. Rebels have 5 team fouls. But, of course, the last one being the biggest one was the disqualification foul against Darlene Peterson, as Ellie Argyle will indeed initiate the Crawford Troth inbounds play. Tingy and Taylor back up this time to the half-court line to set the screen, as Tingy is open. She's going to drive, picks up her dribble. Argyle has the ball, finds Violet Taylor. Violet Taylor will cross the timeline, as she does a good job just to hold on to the ball. She is double-teamed, gives it off to Argyle. Argyle surveys, 20 to go on the shot clock. Argyle drives, kicks it back out to Pugmire, as one of the T-Birds players goes down. It was probably a flop. As Taylor gets it, she dribbles across the court. 9 seconds to go in the shot clock. They go inside to Scott. Scott turns, fires. It's good! Hannah Scott with a huge turnaround shot. As here comes the T-Birds back the other way. It's Morgan. Morgan, her shot on the way, no good. But they're going to call a foul. One second to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Tara Morgan will step to the free throw line. First shot is good. And if you're the Rebels, you basically just have to throw this ball to half court, because as soon as it's touched, the clock is going to start. 1 second to go. Not a lot of time to get a good shot off for the T-Birds. 32-29 is Morgan. Second free throw on the way. Rolls around, falls in. Pugmire will inbound. She finds Argyle. Argyle wide open. She's going to hold the ball as the Rich Rebels defeat the defending 1A state champions 32-30 with a heck of a defensive effort, as the Rebels are now 2-0 on the season with a couple of impressive victories down here at the 1A state preview. I'm Aaron Poling. This is MyLocalRadio.com. Thank you for joining us tonight for this fantastic matchup between the Rebels and the T-Birds. Rebels proving they are going to be a factor here in the 1A. You're listening to the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at MyLocalRadio.com.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Whatever brings you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including clean, comfortable rooms, a business office, workout room, and a full-service restaurant, plus a complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Check the weather forecast or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
Welcome to the Rich Rebel post-game show as the Rich Rebels take care of the Piute Thunderbirds. 32-30 has the Rebels squeeze out a win over the defending 1A state champs, and that's got to do a lot for their confidence going forward. As they come down to the 1A state preview, they go 2-0, taking care of both Panguitch and Piute. As that was a heck of a game, as the T-Birds nearly mounted a comeback there near at the end, but good defense and a huge nail shot from Hannah Scott helps put the game away for the Rebels. As it is time for your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's in Evanston, 113 Front Street. Go in and get your sub today where fresh meets fast. Once again, that's Jimmy John's. Rebels take care of business as they take the first quarter 8-4. Both teams score 7 points in the second quarter, making the score 15-11 at halftime. Rebels lead by 5 going into the third quarter, as it has been an incredible matchup. And I want to point out a couple of players. We're going to get to the player of the game, but a couple of huge plays down the stretch from the Rebels, as Hannah Scott, with the shot clock winding down, her 6th and 7th points comes on a turnaround jump shot right in the eye of a defender. That was great defense there from the Piute defenders. Better offense beats good defense sometimes. And also Ellie Argyle down the stretch had a couple of huge buckets for the Rebels, as Darlene Peterson did foul out of this game, unfortunately. Another senior steps up. Ellie scores 2 huge buckets in the fourth quarter to allow the Rebels to escape with a 32-30 victory over the Piute Thunderbirds. When we come back, we will have your play of the game as well as your player of the game. And I thought I had my play of the game cemented in until someone changed my mind. We'll give you more details on that after this. You listen to Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back after this.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. We have the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Rebels take care of the defending state champs Piute 32-30. As it was a heck of a ball game, Rebels led the whole way, able to finish it out. Got a little dicey towards the end, but thanks to our precision play of the game, the Rebels were able to open up a 4-point lead in the final seconds of the ball game as Hannah Scott, at the end of the shot clock, winding down, she turns, fires, hits a nice 15-foot jumper with a defender all over her. Great defense, but even better offense from Hannah Scott as she has our precision play of the game. But I do want to shout out, if we were going to give a assist of the game, used to, in Michigan for Michigan Sports Radio, we'd have the threading the needle assist of the game. And if we had to give that, I'd have to give it to Darlene Peterson as she went up, pump faked the entire Piute defense out of their socks, and then found Haiti Pugmire for a layup. That was an incredible pass there from Darlene, which that would have been our precision play of the game until Hannah Scott's shot at the end of the shot clock here with under a minute to go in the fourth quarter. Rebels win 32-30. Of course, a couple free throws at the end made it a little closer than it was. And that has been our Dr. McKay Frankum precision play of the game. Now we're going to move along to our player of the game, brought to you by LSR Refrigerated. And this one's tough, as there were a lot of Rebels that played very, very well. But I'm going to have to give it to Haiti Pugmire, who, under the circumstances, you have to remember how just great of an effort this was. As you have to remember, Pugmire's coming off a torn ACL. She usually plays volleyball, but she was unable to play this year because of surgery. And this is only her second competitive competition of the year. Say what you want, but having the fall sport and competing against other players, does help you a little bit when you start the next season, such as basketball, where the girls obviously won state championship in volleyball. So being able to compete in that situation, you got to remember this is her second competitive event of the year. She picks up 12 points and honestly was really, really good inside for the Rebels. I think she could have had more. But like I said, with that knee injury and just getting back into the swing of things, I do believe that Haiti Pugmire will continue to get better throughout the season, and I think she's going to have a great year for the Rebels. As you can tell, they are concentrating on getting the ball inside of their big, whether it's Hannah Scott or Haiti Pugmire. Both of them have been very good to start the season, as Hannah Scott picked up 7 points as well. That pick and roll at the top with Pugmire and Scott setting the pick, and they go inside on the roll, has worked wonders so far here at the 1A State Preview, as the Rebels finish the weekend 2-0. You listen to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. We'll be right back after this.
When you drive on the best tires that are rotated, balanced, and inflated properly, you can save money 2 ways. The best tires can reduce wear and tear on your vehicle. That saves you money in the long run. The best tires can also improve your overall miles per gallon. That helps you save every time to fill up at the pump. At Freeway Tire in Evanston, we offer the best tires with the best service for every vehicle. Make sure you're running on the best tires you can. Visit Freeway Tire today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
At Rich School District, we believe that success motivates individuals, and every student is capable of learning. We believe an effective classroom facilitates learning. We believe in the development of lifelong learners, and we believe that a quality education makes a difference. Student involvement equals student success. Currently, 93% of Rich High students participate in extracurricular activities. Rich School District, providing a quality, well-rounded education for each student.
Welcome back to the Les Schwab Plains Tires broadcast booth. Middle of the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. As we are heading to the calendar update, as I'm going to pull up the Rich calendar just to be sure I'm not missing out on the wrestlers or anything else, because I think they start the season at the same time as the boys basketball team and as soon as the Rebels resume the season. Just one announcement we want to make, as next Thursday is Thanksgiving. We will not have the Rebel Report on the airways, as it is Thanksgiving, and hopefully everyone will be enjoying Thanksgiving with their family or with whoever they choose to enjoy it with. As long as they're having a great Thanksgiving, I am all happy. But I will be home with my family for Thanksgiving, as I was correct. The next event for the Rich Rebels will be the boys will take on Altamont at 4 p.m. on the 1st of December, which is a Thursday. That same day, the wrestling team will be at North Gem. The following day is a Friday. It'll be girls basketball and boys basketball versus St. Joseph at home. Wrestlers will be at Salem Hill Friday and Saturday. And then Saturday, to round out the weekend, the boys will play 3-3 to start, testing their endurance under head coach Lex Cornea. It'll be the boys and the girls taking on Bear Lake at home versus Rich. And the wrestlers will be concluding their Salem Hill tournament, as that is the calendar update. You're listening to a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebels basketball on 98.3 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. And with that, I am signing off for the day. I want to say a special thank you to all of our sponsors that are able to make this possible, as this is a lot of fun. I got to travel down here to Richfield to bring you guys the Rich Rebels girls basketball team in the 1A State Preview. This has been a fun weekend. A lot of basketball being played, and the Rebels have been one of the more impressive teams all weekend. It's been a ton of fun. Once again, thank you, and until next time, I'm Aaron Poling. This is My Local Radio and 98.3 FM. We'll see you next time. Go Rebels.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.